Welcome, all you +2 comedy modifiers, back to the Advent calendar. TV's Noah here without a beverage, and today is December 7th. Got a bit of a new setup here again, so we shouldn't have any audio quality issues. Sorry about that last time. But let's go ahead and jump into the story here. Still humming to yourself, you enter... Because I played Jingle Bells last time, it was pretty awesome. You enter the next room and find yourself in the midst of a numerous differently colored canvases. Apparently, they are used as background, which, with new technology, can show different scenes. You've heard of green screens and blue screen technology, but why are there so many different colors here? Perhaps the filmmakers have come up with some completely new high-tech tricks. Really, all green screens are is you tell the software to replace a color with a different image. So technically you could use any screen. You could use a white screen, you could use a black screen, but you just can't have that color elsewhere. Bright green, not usually used unless you're wearing a Christmas robe. Only one piece in this room looks like a real set. It's a kind of crossed window frame. Someone has taken it out of the house set and leaned it against the wall. You step closer and smile. If you're not mistaken, this window was used in the film Home Alone. Ow. You remember the film. It was peppered with numerous spectacular stunts. It looked very obvious that a lot of trick technology was used. Curiously, you take a look at Kevin's set window. If only you could use a rear window view to see what happened here. Rear window in quotes. Is there a hidden message for you to be found in the room as well? You spot a little note. It's always a question of perspective. You don't know what Kevin sees, but you know exactly what you want to see. But open the door. Behind you will find 3 riddle cards and a strange item window. All right. Let's switch to the Skycam. Boom! Here we are. Getting back to work on Exit the Game. All right, so we know that door 7, here's the rubber band one. We did that. Where was room 7? Did I forget to mark room 7? I feel like it's this, but I don't remember. Let me look at the cheat sheet here just to make sure I don't accidentally open the wrong one. Triangle. Wait, where is it? Oh, 7's up here. Okay, I just couldn't see it. I just didn't look enough at the box. It says 7 clearly right there. Okay, here we go. Boom. All right, so it's blank here, which is very odd. Ooh, there is like a weird window in here. It's oddly folded. We got a little Kevin McAllister hiding here. Interesting. And, oh boy. Oh, this is going to be a lot. I already feel it. All right, let's look at the cards first. So we get A1. So that kind of matches what we're seeing with the window here. B. C. All right, so let me just lay these out. A, B, C. And the problem that I think we're going to have with this one is there's a lot going on inside this room. So it said that there was like a lot of different colors. Let me see here. So there, I see. Let's zoom in. Skycam, zoom. So if we zoom in on here, let me get a little extra light here. There is yellow here on the side right here, which is hard for me to get with the camera. And then the purple is kind of like right here against the wall. And then orange looks to be the number 3 right here. Interesting. Don't know what else to do here. Also, is there a weird thing on the tab? There is. You can see that. It's very hard to see. All right, so my guess is I take this window and try to match this color. And then the answer to A will appear in this window. That's my theory. So if I were to jam this in here, jamming it in here seems very difficult. Well, I could, no. Window device. If I were to look through this with one eye like this, I would say that the answer to, if yellow is in the window where Kevin's head is, the arrow pointing to the answer for A is the number 2. So, oh, where's my decoder? I don't have my decoder. Decoder. I left it behind the scenes. All right, so I would guess that the answer to the first number, since it's A, is 2. That's going to be my guess. This is all about perspective, which is very hard to do in stream. So next I got to get, I want purple in this window. And that's easier said than done. Because there's like, I'm debating what the colors are here. Let me light this up again. Yeah, I guess there's a color here that looks very similar to this color. So if I jam this in here, like this, or maybe maybe that's what I'm actually supposed to do, is just leave it here like this and then change my perspective. I think that's what it is. So if I were to do this and move my perspective, which is moving my head back this way, so that the fuchsia is in that window, B, which is here, pointing it through this window, I see the number 4. Actually, I kind of more see the number 8. Like, if I lean all the way back, like you guys probably... Now, you guys can't see shit. So I'm just going to keep trying this. I think the answer is 8 from what I'm seeing. So I'm going to go ahead and put 8 in our decoder here. This is a very problematic puzzle for streaming purposes. All right, so if I want to do C, I want to see orange, which is... Okay, so hopefully this is actually more doable. I put the window here. You can actually see the orange that matches here. C is pointing, so if I'm looking dead straight down, you should... Can you see the 1? You see 1 and 7, to be honest. But I think 1 is what the number it wants. Possibly 7, but I'm going to go with the 1. So that's my idea of what the answer to this puzzle is 2, 8, 1. It's my official first guess. I lock it in. I might change it to 7, but it wants me to move down, then right, then upright. So from here, down, get these cards out of the way. Down, right, upright to here. It should be Diamond YL, and what do you know? It's Diamond YL. I did it. You should be impressed, even though I couldn't show you anything of note there. I mark this with an 8. that does it for the day. Home Alone is over, and I will see you tomorrow on December 8th. Happy December 8th. TV's Noah here, and let's read today's story. You enter the next door into a dark tunnel, at the end of which a whole new world opens up to you. A whole new... The gigantic, colorful, shimmering mushrooms and other plants. A white rabbit. I guess I went with the wrong Disney movie. Harry's past with a past the back set wall, and from somewhere you hear the monotonous ticking of a pocket watch. You rub your eyes in surprise. What kind of mad journey is this? Suddenly, a gigantic holographic face of a ghostly grinning cat appears in front of you and speaks in a mysterious voice. Whoever ventures too far into Wonderland can easily get lost. You quickly duck behind a huge mushroom and continue to listen from there. If you want to find your way out of here, just counting numbers won't help you. You should perhaps look at these beautifully shaped signs. Oh, what they show you, of course, does not immediately give you answers. First, you will have to learn to read them. But how? You have to find that part out yourself. Look closely around and you will find your way. With an eerie laugh, the cat becomes more and more transparent until it is completely gone. You rub your eyes again, curiouser and curiouser. So where to start? You can already see signs that the cat spoke of. They look strangely familiar to you, as if you had seen them somewhere before. Please turn the page and open door 8. Ooh, look at the kitty. This is the page we're working with here. Betwixt, right, and what does it say? Behind and forward? Behind and forwards. Interesting. Good art, though. Look at that cat. That's some good art. All right, let's go Skycam. I'm going to actually rip out this page like I was supposed to. Like I was supposed to do. Because I feel like I may need this to be less bulky. And let's switch to the Skycam. Boom. All right, we're opening door 8 today. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum. All right. There's some really nice art in here that's a little hard to see. Oh, and there's signs in there that have codes. There's another cat. I am starting to think that this is going to end with Alien. All right. So here is the riddle card. Grinning 1, hat 2, clock 3. So my guess is I'm going to look in here and try to find these symbols. However, there's something very curious about what's being read here. You rub your eyes and eyes, curiouser and curiouser. So where to start? You've already seen the signs that the cat spoke of. They look strangely familiar to you. Have you seen them before? That makes me think that they're somewhere either on the box or in the books. But we're gonna have to search, because that's what the puzzle is. So let me start by looking in the room here. In the room, there's a very interesting sign that appears to be club hat, club clock, club face hat, which match these. So when I say clock, it is definitely that clock, and when I say hat, it is definitely that hat. Clocks do seem to be set the same way. There's the kitty cat. Anything on the floor of this? No. Anything on the roof of this? No. All right. So the signs look familiar. Betwixt, backwards and forwards, and right. So let's take some time and let's investigate the box. Because the whole reference that we've seen them... Oh, wait a minute. They're right here. Club, hat, hat, club, clock. Let's close the doors. Is there any more? Oh, wait. Is this... Let me think real quick. Oh, okay. So if you look at the word right here, right? And you look at this, they actually are set up the same way. So I'm starting to think that I'm taking the letters and adding them to, like, what I'm saying is, I need some room. That's why I covered my table in paper. So if the first puzzle is, puzzle 1 is the face, puzzle 2 is the hat. This is my drawing of a hat that you will not judge. Drawing 3 is a clock. Oh, that's a clock. This is saying club, which is nothing, hat, hat, club, which is nothing, and hat. I think I take the letters in the word right and add them to the hat puzzle. So that's an I and a G. And then I'm also taking the T for the clock. So this is making me think that number 2 is going to be an 8. Because I don't know what else it could be. Inside that room, right here, there's another one that matches the betwixt sign. So it is club, then hat. So I add an E to hat. This is again looking a lot like the word 8. Then club, then clock. So the fourth letter, W, is for clock. Feel like it might be the word 2. And then and then space, and then face. So and then X here for face. Starting to think that the first number might be 6. And then hat, there's also a T. Yeah, so it's going to be 8. It's going to be 6, 8, 2. But we got to find this backwards, forwards to finish, like, doing this legitimately. We can use our brains and be like, well, this is clearly what it is, but what's the fun in that? So let's just take a quick look at the box, make sure. It should be big, whatever it is. Don't see it here. Let's check the back of the box. Yay, look at this. Look at that right there. So it's the word behind. So space, space, hat. What do you know? It's an H. Let's actually put it in the right spot. 8. And I'll just put an exclamation point here because I'm excited. And then the next letter, the I, is part of the face. So I'll put an I. I don't know. I think I'll put it there. Bunch of clubs, and then part of the forwards part. Hey, there's an O in the clock one. I'll put that, let's say, there. And then finally, the last letter, the S, is part of the face. We'll put it here. I think we're doing good things. I think we're doing good things. So, let's of course solve it. I don't know. I was like, yeah, let's wrap it in. We'll put it all away. So I believe that the answer to this is 6, 8 with an exclamation point, 2. We flip this over, and these are our directions. Whoops. Hope that sounded great. So from door 8, which is here, we are moving right, right, right into the coffee cup, which should be hexagon, Y, circle, and it is. This is door 9. And that's going to do it for December 8th. I will see you tomorrow on December 9th. Happy holidays to you, and this is December 9th. You enter a hall containing a set of large American parking lot. In the parking lot bay to your right and left are some pretty normal looking cars, but the car right in front of you immediately catches your eye. It's none other than the original DeLorean DMC-12 from Back to the Future. Side note, anyone that's been watching this series and is at all observant would notice that when I switched to Sky View, you can see the actual date that I'm doing this on. Today's actually December 9th. I'm a little disappointed that the time travel one is happening on the correct day. In any case, you step closer, fascinated. The door is open, and inside you discover a flashing flux capacitor. On the front dashboard, 3 date indicators are lit up, one above the other. There is a line for the date of the last trip, as well as one each for the starts and end dates. With a wary smile, you note that the target time entered is just under an hour before the start date. Oh yes, Marty McFly certainly made the most of his cool sports car during his adventures in time travel. Please turn the page. But before I turn the page, there you go. There's the console. This one tells you where you were. This one tells you where you are. This one tells you where you're going. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I just like Back to the Future. Turning the page. You slide behind the wheel of the driver's seat, knowing, of course, that it's a fake car. Just for kicks, you press the accelerator pedal. What did Marty do again? Ah, yes. Accelerate to 88 miles per hour. To your surprise, the display on the speedometer actually climbs up. 60, 70, 80, 85, 88. Blue bolts of energy flash. You hit the brakes and scramble out of the car. Doh! Of course, you're still in the exact same parking lot as when you got the DeLorean. Just a fake car, nothing more. As if you could actually travel back in time. All right, let's get moving. Somewhere on the set, there must be clues to the next door code. Open door 9 and find a riddle card. So I think it may be important that we keep a look at these dates. I think we should definitely take a look at these dates. Sorry, I noticed something interesting already. Let's go to Skycam. Bang. All right, so red, blue, yellow, same colors as our decoder. So the destination time is an hour earlier than the present time. The last place departed in yellow is October 21st, 2015, which is the date. That's Back to the Future Day. It is the future date that they travel to in Back to the Future 2. Is October 21st, 2015. I don't remember the time being 1629, but I'm not sure. However, I think it's very important to note on our decoder, it says December, and October. So clearly, each line is referring to a line of the decoder. So now that we have that figured out, let's jump into the coffee cup. Doodly doodly, doodly doodly. Where these numbers, where these 3 numbers have been found, Other numbers should be seen. Take a look around and put them in your time machine. So 476. Is it going to be as easy as just being like 4, 7, 6? Is that it? Where these numbers have been found, other numbers should be seen. Take a look around and put them in your time machine. I feel like there's going to be more to this. Let's 4, 7, and 6. I'm just seeing if they match up with any of the numbers on this. There's a 4 at the end of the year in red. For 7 in the minutes, there's a 7. And in yellow, there's a 6 in the hour. That could be it. It could be it, but we haven't really investigated the room at all, so let's go ahead and take a peek. If you look in here, we have, in fact, the DeLorean. Looking all cool. Parking lot. Nothing on the floor. Yeah, there's nothing going on here. There's weird marks on this tab, as always. Yeah, but there's nothing really that interesting going on in the Twin Pine Mall. So, did I solve it? I'm going to be disappointed if this is the Back to the Future puzzle. But I feel like I haven't, so I don't want to say this is my official guess, but I feel like I should at least check this. All right, so the first thing it wants me to do is go upright, which I can't do. So this is wrong, which is a relief. So we got to figure this out. Where these numbers have been found, other numbers should be seen. Take a look around and put them in your time machine. So maybe it's telling me to put the number that's paired with it. Like the 4 is in 2024, so maybe it actually should be a 2. The 7 is paired with the 4. And the 6 is paired with a 1. So maybe it's 2, 4, 1? That seems weird. 2, 4, 1. Flip this over. All right, so this wants me to go down, but then it wants me to go upright, which is impossible. So that's wrong as well. Okay, cool. So we did get the instruction to take a look around, so maybe we should spend some more time looking at the actual box. I'm looking for a red 4, 4, 7, and 6. Like 4, 7, but there's no 6. David Fincher's working on this. How do you know? What do you know? Take a look around. So let's really take some time. Look at the box. Where these numbers have been found, other numbers should be seen. Is like the flux capacitor somewhere here, or? It's amazing how quickly this will go from, oh, this is too easy. I'm upset that the Back to the Future puzzle's so easy to, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I'm upset that the Back to the Future one's stumping me. Let's check back here again. Nothing here looks... I mean, like, this is clearly a puzzle for later. This guy's going to be important. This is going to be important. This is going to be important. But, I mean, is it telling me this is the code? Put them in. I don't know why it's giving me these numbers then. Because there is the idea that it's like, look at this time machine. Put it in yours. Which, like, I also think we'll eventually, that is something we'll have to do eventually. I don't know if that's what it's telling me to do now. So this is saying 6, 5, 6. So let's try 6, 5, 6. I don't know. This also doesn't quite feel right. Sorry. So coming from here, if 656 is correct. Nope, it's telling me to start upright, and I can't do that. What am I missing here? It's giving me these numbers, and from these numbers, other numbers can be seen. Maybe these are referring to doors? Like maybe the number, like maybe the red number has something to... Oh, because it's a time machine. We're going back to past days. Is there a number that can be found here in... There's the kitty cat again. In door 4? Let's, This is the Star Wars room. Oh, man. The Star Wars stuff is, like, really in there. I have large man hands. I don't... I put all the stuff back in here so I could find it later, and in case we needed it, now it's just in the way. Oh my god, do I need tweezers? What am I going to do? I think I'm right. I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Whew, got all the Star Wars stuff out of the room. Is there a number in here I can see? There's also a chance that it's not the room, it's the page. But is there a number here? Is there a number? The cat does have a red ball, which makes me think I'm on the right track. I don't see a number. I don't see a number. Don't see a number on the actual door. Ugh, got a hair in my mouth. Other numbers can be seen. This seems like the method. Where these 3 numbers have been found, door 4. Other numbers should be seen. Take a look around and put them in your time machine. I really feel like I should be able to see a number somewhere in this. And I'm not. Let me look at December 4th's page. Here's the December 4th's page. Seeing if there was like an odd number somewhere in here. Like hidden in the fancy letters or... hidden in the art, excuse me. No, I don't see it. Maybe let's try another door and see if I can get a clue out of that. Because according to this, the blue number's in door 7, which is right over here. Oh, but door 7 has nothing but numbers in it. Let's try door 6. Let's look at door 6 again. And door 6, I think, has also a bunch of numbers in it. Door 6 has a lot of numbers in it. But door 6, according to this, is yellow. There is a yellow 2 in here. So my guess is that maybe this is 2. And since when I flip this over, it's the top. No, that's impossible because I can't move that way. Well, what am I supposed to be doing now? There's the cat again. Is there something written on the door that I'm missing? Or on this tab? This makes the most sense. And like now I'm in that situation where I'm hung up on this being the solution. Like it's Back to the Future themed. It like I went in the time machine and looked around. Wait a second. No, alright, so I'll tell you what I was looking at. If you look at the lid of the box, that's the Star Wars room. So I was like, oh, is there a door here? But in looking at the other ones, I would need to... That's the Star Wars one. I would need the Home Alone one. That room's not present. And I would need the musical instrument room, which is also not present. So that's not how we do it either. Good ideas. Good ideas. But like with the time machine, looking around, like all the information tells me you go back to these rooms and you find the number there. But I'm not seeing any number. Like the thing in the musical room made the most sense to me. But looking through the Star Wars door again, I'm going to do that again just because it took me so much time to get all the stuff out of the way. And that red ball right there really makes me think that's what we're supposed to be doing. Is the cat in this room? Because I spent... This was all about like perspective and stuff. But I don't see... the cat's missing. That's interesting. That's just something to think about. But it's full of numbers. I don't know which one to take from that. Other than if this is door 7, 7 is the blue one. I could take the blue number. I don't really see a blue number. There isn't a blue number. There's a blue panel, but there's no number on it. Okay. I'm going to need a hint. I hate that the Back to the Future puzzle's the one that's beating me. Alright, December 9th, today. Okay, I'm reading a clue. Let me do the little fold thing. Have you found your own time machine? Yes, it's the decoder. You have definitely had it in your hand often and set numbers to it. Yeah, it's the decoder. Do you see the similarity between the time machine and the illustration on the calendar? Yeah, that's no coincidence. Riddle card H1 shows you 3 digits which have unique assigned colors. Okay, yeah. So if I set this to 4, 7, and 6, can other numbers be seen? No, this doesn't make sense to me. All right. So I figured out the first part on my own. Let's read clue 2. The time machine means the decoder table. Yes! If you compare it to the illustration on the card, yes! car dashboard, you will see that they both have 3 lines. One red, one blue, and one yellow, each with 10 digits. Return to card H1. It tells you to find the 3 digits, a red 4, a blue 7, and a yellow 6, and replace them. The replacement number would then be read off your time machine. Understood? See if you can find 3 digits you are looking for and where in the sequence they are. Oh, I think I get it. Again, I got hung up on my solution, which I think is better. What it's trying to tell me is we're looking for a 4 in this row. 4 is the 6th number. So I make this a 6. It's about its location. 7 is the last number here, so I make this a 9. Actually, I'm a little confused because I might need to count 0, so I may be 1 digit off with this 6. 6 here is second to last here, so it should be the 7 because it's the 7th digit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. So if the first digit's supposed to be 0, because there's a 0 on these, it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be 5, I think. Think that's what it's trying to say. Let's try this and flip it over. This is sending me in a direction that's doable. So I'm going down left, left, down. So I go down left, left, down, L square star, L square star. All right, I've done it. I like my idea better about actually going back in time. But that's just because I'm biased, because Back to the Future is my favorite movie. Thanks so much for joining me. I will see you on December 10th. It is December the 10th. With a strange feeling, you enter the next room and look around you. On the opposite wall, you find a large table with all kinds of technological things on it. Dials, sliders, buttons, it all looks pretty complicated. What is this place? Some kind of film studio control room? The mess on the table looks as if someone was just here and hastily left the room. You notice a cup with some coffee dregs, still warm. You are becoming increasingly relentless. Can you become more relentless? If you are without relent, can you be more without something? Anyway, numerous screens hang on the wall, many of which are black or just seem to be flickering lines, but some of them show something. One screen in particular draws your attention. If you are not mistaken, you can see the Christmas street scene from where you delivered the pizza. It seems like days ago now. Well, technically it was. You step closer to the screen, something looks odd to you, and you notice that there aren't any pizza boxes laying next to the director's chair anymore. Apparently, someone has picked them up in the meantime. You barely had any time to be surprised before a person appears on the screen. At first, you only see them from behind, but then they look awfully familiar to you. The person looks around uncertain and heads towards the director's chair. They're wearing... They're carrying pizza boxes. Is this for real? That's you on the monitor. It's a film studio. There's recordings. The word live flashes in red letters in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. So this is not a recording. Okay. Then you understand what this means. Crazy, gosh. If that's really live, it can only mean that the previous room You actually did make a trip into the past, almost by an hour. Time travel. Stunned, you watch yourself putting down the pizza boxes. Any minute now, the announcement should come over the loudspeaker. Ah, this is fun. Who in the world was actually speaking to you? You haven't seen a soul on any of the previous sets. On screen, you watch your past self turn to go, and the realization hits you with a flash. Speedily, you grab the microphone set up in front of the table and feverishly trying to remember the right words. Hello? Can you hear me? Good. Okay, listen, you have to trust me. Your voice sounds distorted on the set. After you give your past self the message as best as you can remember, you suddenly realize how hungry you are. Your glance falls to the pizza delivery bag that you have carried with you the whole time. Without even thinking about it, hastily you grab the microphone again. Oh, feel free to grab a pizza. You'll need it on the house. Well, that's done. You greedily grab the pizza and tuck it in. You decide not to linger on the insanity of what's just happened. There will be a time to unpack that later. But the fact is, the star on the film is missing and someone has left numerous messages for you. There's definitely something strange going on here, and you've determined to get to the bottom of it. See, is the star missing, though? Because I only think there's a star missing because I said it. So, this is the bootstrap paradox, by the way. So, there might not be a star missing. I might just be screwing everything up. Thoughts? Perhaps there are some clues on the work rota as to how to open the next door. Strangely, only calendar weeks, CW, are entered at the moment, but no fixed dates. Now open door 10. And we also have the caddy rota. So that's going to be important in some way. I got to stop doing that because it ruins the green screen effect. Anyway, let's switch to Skycam. Beautiful Skycam. And now we're opening door 10. I didn't put any of my stuff away from yesterday. Let's just do that. Door 10. So the screens here are matching the screens that we looked at yesterday here. So that's probably where this is going to come into play. All right, so we have this. Let me rip this page out so that we can better work with the information we have here. Pull, 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 pull. There we go, because we have to figure this out. Alrighty, so in here, there's some stuff in the room. No cat, it appears. But on the floor there is time off is more important than work. Code from left to right. Okay. So I think this is going to be a logic puzzle. Can we zoom, please? Zoom in. There we go. So we're going to have to figure this out. In total, I have worked only 5 weekend shifts. Can we please focus? Only worked 5 weekend shifts. In week 49 and 51, I am on duty for 4 days. I am working 2 Thursdays in December. I have 14 working days in total. I also have to be at work on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. This is, I don't know if this is taking into account, where's the calendar that we're working off of? That's what's important. I have to work the last day of November. My only working Monday is December 19th. Caddy's notes. Luckily, I'm free on the 20th of December. Week 52 finishes on January 1st. That's very key information. I am on duty in week 48 on the same days as week 50 and 52. So week 52 finishes, that's right here, that's January 1st. So I'm going to fill in the days that they are working, I guess. And I noticed this says Caddy's notes. The image in the room is the same as this part of the box here. And there is a note here for Caddy. My darling Caddy, I can't wait to see you again. How about a cinema date, maybe Friday or Sunday? I know that you are always free on these days. Okay. So, with love, Dirk. So we know that Sunday through and Friday are always open. Let's see. I have 14 working days in total. I also have to be here at work on Christmas Eve, and New Year's Eve. Okay, so we know that if this is January 1st, this is New Year's Eve. So he has to work New Year's Eve. We also know that New Year's Eve always falls on the same day of the week as Christmas Eve, the week before. So we know this now. So there's 12 more dots to fill in here. I have to work on the last day of November. My only working Monday is the 19th of December. So we know that this is the 24th. Let's move this a little. There you go. This is the 24th. So 23rd, 22nd, 21st, 20th, 19th. I'm going to double check that. And it's a Monday. So yeah, that's correct. So we'll fill this in. So, I have to work on the last day of November. So if that's the 19th, 18th, 17th, 16th, 15th, 14th, 13th, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is November. So November, the end of November is right here. 30 days, half September, April, June, and November. So that's November 30th right there. Right there. 14 days total. Got Christmas Eve. Got New Year's Eve. Worst last day of November. All right, so we have no more Mondays, too. Keep that in mind. No more Mondays. Never Friday. Never Sunday. Luckily, I am free on the 20th. All right, so I just need to do that. Got that. I am on duty in weeks 48 on the same days as I am in week 50 and 52. I am on duty in week 48 on the same days as in weeks 50 and 52. Let's come back to that one. No, let's actually stay with this. So 48 needs to be identical to 50. So we also know that he's working this day. 48 and 50 are also identical to 52. So that means we know that he's working Wednesday on week 52. And in week 52, we also have him working Saturday. So he's also working Saturday in week 50. And Saturday in week 48. There we go. So we want to keep that in mind in case we add any more there. Luckily, I am free on December 20th. Now, we know that this is the 24th. So that's the 23rd, the 22nd, the 21st, the 20th. All right, so he doesn't work the Tuesday of week 51. Don't know why that's important information, but okay. I only have a total of 5 weekend shifts. We know, this is important information, if he only has 5 weekend shifts, and we know he never works Sunday, he has to work every Saturday. So let's fill that in. I'm only working 2 Thursdays. I don't have any Thursdays currently. But that is important information because we know that 48, 50, and 52 are identical. So he can't be working Thursdays those weeks. So he's working 2 Thursdays and they're week 49 and 51. There we go. There's the 5 weekend shifts. In week 49-51, I'm on duty for 4 days. I screwed it up. All right, it's officially blown, so let's look up the answer. It's officially blown. Oh. All right, let's just see what the clues said. Yeah, you need to mark and fill the empty... yep. One of the most important informations... Yeah, I just screwed something up. So we did everything right. We found all the key information. But this is the way it should look. I don't know how I screwed this up so poorly. Oh. I think I'm supposed to use the free days to really understand this. No. Yeah, I'm supposed to... Because it's the opposite of what I have filled in, plus some mistakes. But it's clearly 531. So let's go ahead and, well, 531. I don't need to do this because I screwed it up. We're looking for diamond, circle, star. Well, this will tell me. Let's end the day on a failure, everyone. Five, 3, 1. This is why you don't do puzzles in permanent marker. We go down, up, left, down. Move everything out of the way. Where was I? It's here. So here we go down, up, left, down, triangle, circle, star, triangle, circle, star. This is where we'll start tomorrow on the 11th. End the stream on failure. Always leaving them wanting pity. Thank you so much for joining me for the Advent Calendar. Be sure to subscribe to Plus 2 Comedy Gaming. Catch up on all my past failures. Join me live to watch me fail. Plus 2 Comedy on Twitch. And I will fail next time. Boop!